it was a privilege to be part of this place. I've always been proud to have been associated with Newbold. I use it frequently as an example of good practice. The time that I spent here as the college bursar informed my experience as an administrator and as a teacher. When I was appointed bursar, Dear Listener was the accountant and Judy Vucic was working as the cashier. Yeah. Told me in no uncertain terms that any errors he would make would be ascribed to me, as I had been his primary accounting instructor. What a team. As I reflect on the 11 years we spent here, I ask myself, would I have done anything different? Perhaps. I wonder if we should have worked harder at building local academic links. While the North American affiliation proved very helpful to us, I believe that an earlier, stronger link in the UK education system would have been better for the long-term growth and development of the program. The catastrophic withdrawal of the affiliation between Andrews University and us so that they could pursue AACSB accreditation, which, by the way, after 10 years, they still have not achieved, that might have been mitigated if we had started earlier on building local links. In conclusion, let me just say that I salute you, the student alumni of this place. You have achieved in spite of us. Thank you for your generosity. Thank you also to my former teaching colleagues. I'm glad to number you amongst a long list of people that we count as friends. Long may it continue.
With a couple of former students, alumni, who would like to say a few words to not only all of us, but I think also addressed to their former teachers. We'll start with Vidar, please. Vidar Cameron.
Well, I did leave my 15-page manuscript in my other jacket. But I wanted to say a few words of appreciation to the ones that did start the program and that really made a difference. To Mr. Housen, Pastor, Keith,
Doctor!
Keith and Iris. I have many fond memories. I was here from 85 to 89, graduated in 89. I was the president of the Business Association at some point, and I just wanted to share a couple of memories with you. This has to do with Iris.
It's your turn.
As you said, there were two of you in the beginning, and this was a small program which really, I think, had very many good qualities to it. Some of the other aspects of the program was that we had very many classes with the same teachers, which was very nice as well. But I just wanted to share a couple of situations with Iris. One time she came to me and she said, because I went through phases, so I wanted to be a little bit trendy. I had a ponytail at some point. And Iris came to me and she said, well, Vidar, I think you should get rid of that ponytail. And she said, well, I know Karl Lagerfeld. He has a ponytail. But Vidar, he's famous. And he has had success, and I think you should really maybe prove yourself, and then maybe you can continue. There was also another class, a presentation skills class, where these presentation skills classes were really excellent. And I wanted to share. I had a presentation. And afterwards I was critiqued, and Iris said, this was a very good presentation, Vidar, excellent content and very well presented, but I have to deduct you 5 points for the tassels on your shoes. mention these two examples because with fondness, because really I understand what you meant, and I did get rid of my ponytail, and I only had tassels on my shoes. And the fact that I've done okay. No, but really, I think Newbold has been wonderful. I really appreciate all the work that you've done. This has been a wonderful setting to study. I mean, what an amazing international network that we all have from being here. And we all know that in business, a network is really what matters. So thank you to Iris and to Keith and to everyone else that's been part of it.
For you, there is no Norwegian conspiracy.
It may have been back then. You know, I was talking with John on my cell phone 2 days ago. I had about an hour or so to go before I was heading to the airport to fly over here. And John talked to me about a couple of other things, and sort of we'll work through those issues. And then he said, well, Don, there's one other thing that might be a little bit more difficult. And he said, would you like to maybe say a few words at this event? And I said, you know, John, I'd love to. However, my challenge is going to be, it's going to be too emotional for me. So help me out. All right, I'll follow up a little bit with Vidar's stories, even though they may not be quite so funny, but I'll draw parallel to how I've used that in my life today. And I think there's quite a few others that have similar stories as well to tell. This also goes to, I'll call her Mrs. Dance. If you may notice, there are no white socks here. Now, some of you might have heard of this gentleman. He's called David Letterman. Has a show in the United States. Notice the kind of colored socks he has. Then again, to Vidar's point, he is famous. One of the things that Mr. Shantz was very good at was helping us understand the importance, and he goes right back to Vidar's point earlier of the whole image part. You know, you want to do everything that's as good as you possibly can, and you put it in the right context and in the right package. And one of those things is all the way down to the details of plastic bags.
That's it. Yeah,
that's it. You can't go to a certain function with the wrong plastic bag. You have the right plastic bag. For these functions, you have the Harris bag. For these functions, you have different other bags. And it was interesting, as me and my own organization right now, I'm part of a large health system in the United States. It's kind of the, somebody call them the enemy, so to speak. It's Catholic Healthcare West. Anyhow, and one of the things we're trying to do is basically to become demonstrably the best in everything that we do. And because of this whole, how do we take it to that next level concept that we have talked about, even though the level of details that we just mentioned a couple of examples about, I suggested what kind of image can everyone recognize as demonstrably the best? And
the business teachers, all the way through the last 2 decades, Chuck Slant, Eric, Mrs. Shantz, Dr. Housen, David Ritter, Carmelita Troy, lots of part-time people. Johnny is here as well. Give tireless work, effort to be able to provide the program, or did. But I'm also reminded by the fact that a lot of other teachers provided us a great Newbold experience. And I remember the business degree not only was formed by the business teachers, but it also was augmented by